Hey everyone, it is High here bringing another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be breaking down the details for the brand new LR Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and Evolution Vegeta. You guys know how excited I am about this unit here. So with that, if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff, and always a shout out to DBZ Space and the Dokkan Wiki for info and images provided. An additional shout out to the official JP Twitter page, which previewed all this information here. And yeah, it came out last night, and I said, you know, I'm just gonna go to bed early, wake up early, and do this video. So that's what I'm doing. Now I have officially named this LR. Instead of me saying Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and Evolution Vegeta, it's gonna be called LR Beyond Blue. Alright, so you guys know my goofy nicknames and all that good stuff. So this is gonna be LR Beyond Blue. Makes sense since Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and Evolution Vegeta is passing the blue stage, but I actually used this Beyond Blue prior to us even knowing what Vegeta's name Evolution Vegeta was actually called. So I'm gonna stick with it. Whether you guys like it or don't like it, use it, you don't use it, doesn't matter to me, right? So yeah, LR Beyond Blue is what I'm gonna be calling it from here on out. So let's talk a little bit more about, if you guys didn't see my prediction video, my speculation video, I think I did a pretty good job on it. So let's look at the made LR, you know, kind of put together LR unit on the left hand side that I did for my prediction video, and the real one. So I think I came pretty close here. So if you haven't checked out that video, definitely check that out. I've done, you know, I've been pretty close on some units. For example, Timebreaker Bardock was really one that was very eerily exactly the same, and then like LR Physical Trunks and some other units that did some pretty good predictions on. So but I think that looks, you know, pretty close. So let's go ahead and look at the real super attacks, because the super attack animations are incredible. So let's go ahead and check that out here. So we are finally going to get a summonable SSR Krillin. About time. 5.5 years later, we can summon for a Krillin, so that looks great. However, this is what we're looking at now. That's the TUR art right there, by the way. So if you want to rewind that and pause that, so the TUR art looks pretty good. Kind of close to what I predicted as well. This is going to be the Gatling gun and the Destructo disc, so that looks great. But that's the 12 key, the 18 key. Oh boy, this just looks incredible, and I will watch this over and over again. It seems really long, and a long super attack here, but I don't know if this transformation here could be the active skill, but I'm not sure. So because they could have just ended the super attack with this rush attack here, like boom, right? That could have just ended there, but they added the Kamehameha and the final flash here, so looks great, So anyway, let's now look at the details. So here are the details here. Now I will be doing a quick comparison really fast about, you know, the fake one that I did versus the real one. But let's go ahead and make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see here. So the translations ended up being translated as Surpassing Endless Power, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku Kaioken, and Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Evolved Vegeta, Evolution Vegeta here. It is super physical, and that was almost a given, because if you look, I have a slide here when it looks like, and also this looks like it's going to be a Dokkan Festival exclusive LR as well. So so if you look at, like, you know, Dokkan Festival exclusive LRs, really the physical one is the only one that's, you know, missing, and that's what's left. So and I didn't think it was going to be an LR 130, because they just came out with a LR 130 UI Goku. So it's going to be a Dokkan Festival LR. Now the issue with that is, interestingly enough, it's only 150% lead. Now they added a new category, and that's one thing I didn't want them to do, because we have so many categories now, and they added the all out category. We don't have the details on what units are going to be on the all out category, but it's going to be probably similar to a lot of, you know, other things like all out, last resort, kind of similar, I would think. But anyway, it's also going to be a joined forces category, and it's going to be HP, attack, and defense 150%. So So yeah, I think that's reasonable for joined forces, but it's not as strong as a leader skill as like LR Go Bros and things of that nature. They could have just made it like all out, or at least joined forces 170% attack, right? Because that's kind of really where the meta is. So dropping it down to 150, just kind of like, you know, like last resort, it's a little bit underwhelming. But you know, hey, that's not all the good stuff for this unit, because the rest of it is incredible. The super attack is the destructive disc and Gatling gun, like we saw in the super attack there. The 12 key greatly raises attack for defense for 1 turn, which is a 50% increase, which is great. Causes colossal damage and lowers enemies attack. So that was a surprise to me. I thought it was going to be like maybe a lowers defense, but lowers enemies attack minus 20% for 3 turns. Provides that ability when you link this unit up, or it's going to be on the same team as LR Goku Frieza, or what I call LR Friku, right? So LR Friku is going to get an additional unit here that you can run on the same team that can lower attack, which can provide that additional 77% to Friku. So the 18 key Kamehameha Final Flash greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage enemy, and lowers attack. And it should say lowers attack and defense. So I think it's a lowers attack and defense. So that's kind of an error on my end there. So yeah, lowers attack and defense, not just an attack. So still very, very good super attack there, useful, especially with that lowers attack. A passive skill came pretty close on this as well. Irregular cooperation, attack and defense 70%. I said 77%, plus an additional attack and defense 7%. Which I had right, but it is per key sphere obtained and no limitation. You can get, this is a nuking unit, so you can get the entire board to change and have the same key sphere, because it's not physical or anything like that. It's just any key sphere is going to be plus 7%. Now that 7% is calculated on top of that, so when you get that additional attack and defense first, that's 70%, and then you get the 7% boost. So it's actually going to be a lot higher than just 7%. So it's making this unit really, really strong. So additionally to that, it's a chance to perform a critical hit 7% and key plus 2, and launches an additional attack up to 3 attacks with each key sphere obtained. So the most you can get is 5 key spheres, but the most additional attacks you can get is 3. So the additional attack works just like the Evolution Vegeta additional attack, where I believe it's not going to be adding any super attacks. However, it will proc the additional attack, which then can get you a super attack. Hopefully that makes sense. So, and you can get 3 of those, which is really, really good. So at max, you're going to be able to get 35% critical hit if you can get 5 rainbow key spheres, and then additional 15. Is that right? 15? No, 3 times. Yeah, 3 times 5 is 15 key, which is pretty amazing there. So the passive skill, rock solid. I think they did a good job there as well. The one I did was way better, but this one seems pretty balanced and fair. So because that nuking ability is going to be really strong. Now the active skill, let's go ahead and move this up a little bit here. The active skill is full spirit body release. This acts similarly to Tech LR Broly, because when you activate here, it's key plus 24, so you max it out just like, you know, Tech Broly there, which is pretty awesome. And then attack 70% on top of everything else. So if you're getting attack and defense 70%, plus you're going to get the nuking ability and then additional 70%, this could possibly be the hardest hitting unit in the game with the active skills. So we'll have to look at the damage numbers and stuff like that. Now unfortunately, you do get a 50% decrease, and that's on top of everything. So once again, it's a 50% decrease on the nuking defensive added, and then the 70% as well. So so that's a bummer there. They could have just kept that off, but that's for 1 turn, and it could be activated only 1 time, but no turn restriction, just under 50% HP. I wish it was 70%, but you know, or 77%, but 50% is fine. So Link skills are solid: Kamehameha, Tournament of Power, Super Saiyans, Warrior Gods, Godly Power, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. I was pretty close on this as well. they have Kamehameha versus like Prepare for Battle, which I thought Prepare for Battle they might end up getting there. So Kamehameha's on there because he does Kamehameha on here. The categories are very, very good. Realm of Gods, Join Forces, Full Power, which I was speculating that it might be on there, and it is. Kamehameha, which, you know, because it does Kamehameha on the super attack, there it is there. Representative Universe 7, Universal Survivor Saga, Pure Saiyans, and then of course All Out. So this is what I'm talking about when they introduce LRs. You have how many categories here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 categories, whereas like LR Nappa and Vegeta, it was like 3. Come on. So I think, you know, the more categories these LRs are on, the more valuable it's going to be, and yeah, so really solid that they added all that. So the stats: 21,000 HP, 21,000 attack, and defense 14. The stats in and of itself isn't overly high, but like I said, this is a attack and defensive nuking unit, gonna be really good. So anyway, let's go ahead and quickly just take a quick comparison of the real versus fake. So I know this is going to be kind of hard for you to see. I really think if this is going to be a Dokkan Festival exclusive, which I think I'm leading toward that, or they're going to just now make 150% LRs, which I don't kind of agree with there. But anyway, if they're going to make this a Dokkan Festival exclusive LR, they should have just did attack 170. And I was hoping Pure Saiyans instead of All Out, so that would have been a lot better. I did have Kamehameha and Final Flash as the 12 key, and then I had that, you know, the rush attack on there, and it had just greatly raises attack. So yeah, so kind of, you know, there's a little bit off on there. Passive skills, kind of close. Fighting together versus irregular cooperation. Attack and defense 77% versus the 70%. I also had the crit chance in there, the additional attack. I had already included medium chance of becoming a super attack, and then I capped it at 77%, which this one's 35%, which makes a lot more sense. And then the active skills are totally different. So LR Broly versus more of the Go Bros action on there. So like I said, the link skills are pretty close except for Kamehameha versus Prepare for Battle. I rather would have had Prepare for Battle versus Kamehameha. Actually, you know, I guess it doesn't really matter because Tournament of Powers is 3 key in it itself, and then categories I missed a couple. So Full Power and Kamehameha, and of course All Out. So I'm surprised Bond of Master and Disciple is not on here due to the fact that both Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and Evolution Vegeta is on the Bond of Master and Disciple, but when you add them together, they're not on there. So maybe they're like, oh, there's too many categories already with 8. But anyway. So like I said, I think I did a pretty good job on the you know, the differences on there. So but anyway, those are the details. I think it's a really good unit, especially the nuking ability, and should make Representative of Universe 7 really strong. It's already really strong, but even stronger. So yeah, with that, tell me what you guys think about the unit in of itself. I'm thoroughly happy. I will be actually jumping on the JP and spending hard-earned cash for this unit here. So on my JP main, which I don't really do much anymore, but still, this is a unit that I've wanted for a long time. We're getting it. Don't know too much of the details. It should be dropping, I would say, you know, the 2nd. I would say, you know, July 1st or 2nd is what you should be expecting, just a few days from now. So, but anyway, with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.